Godfatherz podcast. I am Don Mystic, and I'm here with a guy whose name is too long for me to read right now.
Non-dirty NXT North American champ simp. Yeah, that's right. Dominic fucking Mysterio is the NXT North American champ, and I'm simping for him.
Well, you might as well get right into it.
Let's get into
You
it.
said it already.
Hey, you send the biggest heel in the company down to NXT, and you give him a title shot, and you're shocked he's walking out with the title. Get out of here, man. That's what it's all about. Judgment Day wins again. Dirty Dom gets his flowers. Rhea has a belt. Dominic has a belt. We just need Balor and Damian Priest to get a belt. And Judgment
Damian
Day
Priest
will
is
be
gonna get a
belted up
belt, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna be successful in cashing
in
in.
his cash in.
But I think it's going to come with a Judgment Day break off. He's not going to be in there anymore.
Ooh, so what if he cashes in on Finn Balor? Oh, dude,
Finn Balor
finally beats Seth freaking Rollins, at least in this run, right? Gets the title, and the very next day, just like the last time.
Not even the very next day, he wins the belt, and then Damian Priest fucking
cashes in.
No, even better, he Damian Priest helps Finn Balor win the thing, and then knocks his ass out, and then trying to think of it.
Priest cashes in against Dominic and just takes the NXT North American Championship.
Yeah, I don't think Damian wants that belt, but
I don't think he does either. But hey, you never know. I mean, theoretically, they have their choice.
No, he cashes in on Rhea Ripley. The women's.
I don't know. Well, in the Attitude Era, sure, because you know.
Hey man, gender fluid. I mean, yeah, we don't know his pronouns.
No, I'm just saying I don't know if he's allowed to compete against Rhea Ripley. In the Attitude Era, though.
But what I'm saying is we don't know his pronouns.
Maybe
he's a what is it? She, her?
No, knock it off. No, that's not it. But I will say this: the Attitude Era was wild. Think about that when we were in high school. Like it was totally normal for like a man to be like wrestling a woman or grab the woman that he's wrestling another dude, grab his woman and just like abuse her on national television. What a wild time.
Yeah. Not to mention, I believe when I was 18, you were maybe 17. China did her Playboy spread, and I ran out and got it. For both me and you, because you weren't old enough quite yet.
That's true. And didn't we? And Aaron was with us. Didn't we take it from Bonfire? Didn't you get it? Isn't that where you grabbed it from?
Probably. I don't know. The point is, I had just turned 18, and the first thing I screamed was, "I could buy porn."
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, who doesn't buy porn?
Nowadays, nobody. I mean, it's free.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you should. It is, but you should definitely tip or.
I tip. It's a little slimy, but I tip.
Oh, no, that's gross. Just a tip. Okay, all right. Dominic Mysterio is the NXT North American.
How many girls have fallen for that shit?
No,
just a tip. You're pregnant.
I don't know. I bet most women don't fall for just the tip.
Tell the truth. Have you ever gotten a girl to fall for that shit?
For just tip? No, because it won't be, because once the tip's in, the rest of it's going.
You have to look like an upstanding participant in society, like myself.
But then that means you're kind of begging ahead of time, right? Because it's like, oh well, if I can't put the whole thing in, let me do the tip. I don't know. It's just like, you know what?
Yeah.
But I'm old school.
Prepare for adulthood. Start begging now.
No.
If you're a teenager, start begging now, because that's what you're going to have to do when you're adult, unless you're this motherfucker who has 3 kids under the age of 6.
Well, it's a happy household, but
no, it'll be a happy. Have you gotten your V card?
No. Oh, no. I'm looking at the schedule. Yeah, I have filled everything out. All that's left is scheduling the day. I'm just worried that I'm gonna nick myself shaving, and then they're gonna have to postpone it.
Ooh, you
Because
don't
they
want to
make
nick
you they
yourself
make
down
you
there.
go and bald
There's
as
a
an
lot
eagle.
of veins down there, man. You don't want to nick yourself down there.
I know. That's why we should be sponsored by Manscaped, because I swear to God, if the people really knew what I groomed with, they'd be like, "Oh my God, are you from like the Stone Age?" Like, I just got like a rusty blade and I just hack and slash. It's straight up God of War on my junk.
You know this isn't like the 1850s, right, motherfucker?
I know, but I'm too cheap to go and
I
get a
know we
real
can cure
thing.
tetanus now, but doesn't mean you should actively try and get it.
I know. One time, true story. Swear to God. One time, I shaved and then I showered, and then I was like, "Oh shit!" There's a lot of blood by my feet. What part of me is bleeding? I look, and it was on my balls, but I was young, so I got freaked out. Right. So after my shower, I was like, "Dad,
What does age have to do with it? If my balls were bleeding, I'd still be. I'm 40 years old. I'd still be fucking worried, dude."
No, so I get out of the shower, right? I'm like, "Oh shit!" So I go to my dad. I'm like, "Dad, I think I have AIDS." my nuts are bleeding.
Wait. Before you go on, is this your stepdad or is this your
yeah, my stepdad.
Okay, so I'm sure his reaction was actually, because if he was your real dad, I'm like, I bet you do. I bet you do.
No, he's like, "Because your balls are bleeding?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think I have AIDS. What do I do?" He's like, "Well, first of all, I don't think that's what AIDS is. Second of
Unless, of
all,"
course, did the person who did you have anyone else using the razor that might have had AIDS?
well, no, this one seems to be only handled by me. It's in a special it's in a special bag, which is really an old Ziploc.
So wait a minute. So let me get this totally straight. At a tender young age, you thought you gave yourself AIDS.
Oh no, I was like 27. I wasn't tender or young. I
Well,
was
you were
like,
obviously still stupid. Who the hell were you gonna get AIDS from?
I
You're
didn't
the
think
only
it
one
through.
who.
I just never had my testicles bleed before, so I was like, "Oh fuck, it's AIDS." And so, and then upon further investigation, turns out I cut myself. But
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. I don't know if we ever would have gotten monetized, but I think it's fair to say that after this one, never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. YouTube has banned us from monetization. So could you please donate money so we don't starve to death? Because this motherfucker had to tell the I cut my balls story.
And I thought oh shit, my bad. And by the way, anyone really afflicted with AIDS, we're not laughing at that. We're laughing at the stupidity, because Dom Mystic thought I was like like 17 or 15 or 16.
No,
No.
27, halfway
27.
to 50. Over halfway to 50. What shit? 4. And this motherfucker thought he gave himself AIDS with a razor to the balls.
I was like, "Oh shit, I'm bleeding." It's a real gusher.
God. And let me just say, the fact that you're like, "Oh yeah, I was young, so I was very scared." Dude, I'm 40. I would be more scared now than I was at like 27. You know why? Because I can't bounce back from shit the way I did when I was 27.
That's true. It's like, what
Shit
used
takes
to be
longer to heal now.
what used to be like just a good night's rest and you're good to go is now like I need like weeks.
Yeah, and you don't want to be dealing with a week-long cut to your balls.
No.
Anyway, let's get on with the actual. You derailed this shit quick.
I did, but you know what, Wolverine, that's where his healing factor comes into play big time.
His balls?
No, I mean he's got razors in his in his hands. So if he ever scratches himself, right,
what if he's jacking off? And then he cuts it off. Well, I mean, it'll grow back, but still, that's gotta be a new kind of pain, right?
Yeah, and at what point do you think Wolverine's experimented on himself? He's like, well, shit, it seems to heal pretty quickly. Let's up the ante just a bit.
Now, here's a question: does it heal as a penis, or does it heal like if he completely cuts it off? Does it heal as a vagina? Can he give himself his own sex change?
No, it grows back.
It grows back. So Wolverine, the only man who cannot get gender.
Remember, he went into the sun and came out like a walking skeleton, and even his organs grew back. So I mean,
this is true. So that means that Wolverine, even though he's technically not real, Wolverine is the only man who can't get gender
reassignment.
Reassignment surgery. So if he feels like he's a woman, tough shit for him.
Oh yeah, because his healing factor is going to heal that shit. Yeah, sorry.
So what he's going to need to do is just take it up the ass a lot.
or just be comfortable.
Or give it up the ass a lot.
Or just be comfortable being who you are, Wolverine. Hey, no judgment, Wolverine.
Hey! Don't judge him because he feels like a woman.
Yeah, I'm not judging him. I'm actually not. I'm saying
you're telling him to do something he doesn't feel comfortable with.
No, I'm telling him.
You're canceled. You're canceled.
Thomas,
you're canceled.
Wolverine, do whatever the fuck you want, you 5'4" ball of fury. He's hairy too. He is a hairy motherfucker in the comics.
Yeah. Okay. She is a hairy motherfucker.
I think there is a female Wolverine named X-23. Thank you very much. So
it's not the actual Wolverine though. It's a clone of Wolverine.
Yeah, but it's a Wolverine. Speaking of Wolverines, how come every video game I play has like a werewolf type creature? All the way back to Fable 3 with Balverines, and then playing a video game earlier today, and I was like, oh shit, I'm fighting a werewolf again.
Was Fable 3 the first video game you played?
No.
Then why do you say all the way back to Fable 3?
Oh,
dude,
that's the first video game that I could think of a werewolf except for Altered Beast, but I wouldn't want to. If I talk about
do you play Madden and FIFA and all that stuff?
Yeah, but
are there werewolves in then all of them don't have werewolves. Anyway.
Okay. All right, Dominic.
Although if like all of a sudden you see like a really good shot and then like the goalie like sees the moon, turns into a werewolf and just slices up the ball. That'd be pretty cool. It wouldn't be realistic, but it'd be cool.
No. Wait, very quickly, Dominic. Have you played Altered Beast?
No. Anyways, don't close your mouth before I put a cock in there. Anyway.
Oh, Dominic. Hey, don't run from your feelings. Wait a minute, it's my mouth. Never mind. Run from your feelings. Don't run. I don't know. Do it. Fuck it.
Hey, you want me to wait, what?
Altered Beast. That was maybe one of the first games that I was like, I think I like video games. That fucking werewolf had me like mesmerized, and then Saving Princess Athena. I'm all about it. Anyways, if you don't know Altered Beast, you will one day. In fact, you've probably seen the box art a million times in your life. Just don't remember. I love that game. Anywho,
this motherfucker keeps annoying the shit out of me. I'm just saying. Yeah, you're annoying the shit out of me.
All right, well, did you play Saturday Night Slam Masters?
No.
What'd you do with your youth?
Oh, no.
Saturday Night Slam Masters is one of the best wrestling games ever.
Anyways, moving along.
Moving forward.
So starting off, we have a Zilla Fatu sighting. For those of you who maybe don't know who that is Umanga's son, who recently, I believe, started using his trademark move, which might piss off Solo a little bit, the thumb spike. But so
spike, if you will.
Somebody asked him if he was brought into the WWE, what side would he take on the bloodline? Now he said the Usos, because Roman started that shit. Um, and yeah, he would be on Team J all the way. So now I want to make this extremely clear. He does not have the ability to pick which side he's on. This is a storyline. He's going to be put on whatever the side the creative tell him to join.
Yeah.
They might say, fuck it, you're on Paul Heyman's side for some reason that no one will fucking like talk about at all.
Wise man.
The wise man. Yeah, the wise man who will eventually betray Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
I don't know when, I don't know where, but it will happen. But yeah, I just wanted to throw out there that it's kind of cool because you're going to see more people from the Fatu family joining the WWE. I do think he will end up in WWE. From everything I hear, he's been doing pretty well.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, and hey, the Bloodline story is going really well right now. It's very compelling. It's must-see television, and yeah, let's add more to the more, because like when you're going to like tribal court, you need more court members. So it's it doesn't hurt to bring in some family members.
I do think that we're gonna see family members, but I think it's more likely we'll see like The Rock or Rikishi, because at some point they're going to be added to this whole thing.
Hey, didn't Rikishi do it for The Rock?
Or did it for The Rock?
When The Rock mocked him, oh man, he buried Rikishi. But I mean, come on.
It was fucking hilarious. Well, I think that was planned, but that was fucking hilarious.
Man,
but,
I want to see The Rock. I just want one more match, Rock. Come on, stop,
dude! It's gonna happen.
Yeah, stop making
here's the thing:
or fucking Fast 29 or
Jumanji 45
or whatever movie he's doing with Emily Blunt. Which, by the way, I like their chemistry. They seem to get along very well. But my point is, stop making jungle movies and wrestle one match. Goddamn it! Hey, there's a Hollywood strike right now, so you're not busy.
Here's the thing about that though, there's not he might not be able to do it because a lot of times movies will have like clauses where if they're filming, like you can't, like wrestlers can't wrestle during that, like John Cena, and there might be a clause in there that like even if it's on hiatus, like that still might apply. So the strike might actually mean that he can't wrestle.
Well, God damn it, Rock. You know what, Rock? It's a free country. Do whatever. God damn it.
Yeah, I mean, how much could they really sue you for?
Yeah, and who? Yeah,
and they do sue you. Let's face facts. They will get like absolutely demolished in the court of public opinion.
That's right.
I don't know what I just said. I meant public opinion, but I said public
opinion.
No. The second part was like mumbled as hell. I'm tired, people.
Ladies and gentlemen, Domestic has revealed his secret age of being mystical.
What?
Yeah, don't worry what I said, guy.
That's because you didn't say anything fucking coherent at all.
I'm a recovering AIDS victim, goddamn.
You're a recovering AIDS victim? That's nice to know.
Caught me in the
shower.
Caught me in the shower.
Okay, let's move on because you're gonna be on that age shit for so long. I know.
Well, I know. Just the ridiculousness of the whole thing.
If you would like to donate to Don Dirty NXT NA Championship Simp AIDS Battle, go to www.thismotherfuckersanidiot.com.
Or just send me over a Manscaped so I'm not using some rusty blade from the year 1998. Yeah. And it was the first facial razor I got. I just saved it. And I was like, oh, you become the ball trimmer now.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh, it's a hack and slash. Trust me, I've done Kratos justice. He's somewhere in fucking.
Dude, you're gonna give your dick jaw. I swear to God.
Just like the boy did it well. All right. Anyways, moving on.
Moving on.
Shout out God of War.
Like, can I ask you something? Do you think they're using Sami Zayn and KO well?
That's a good question. I believe you and I probably have the same answer on this. And the answer is they're using them well when they use them, but are they using opponents well to face them? It was such a monumental victory against the Usos because that was such an uphill climb, and the Usos weaseled their way out of everything. And finally, they got him and got the 1-2-3. Cool beats. All right, that was Mania though, and now we're rolling into SummerSlam. And where is the next tag team that potentially that you're like, oh shit, they could actually dethrone them? I mean, you have these guys like the Viking Raiders, who I'm not saying the Viking Raiders are as good as Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, but I am saying you have a team, right, that does next to nothing. They feud month in, month out with Alpha Academy, and it seems to go nowhere, but they just endless matches against each other, right? So take one of those two teams, whether it's Viking Raiders or Alpha Academy or the new guys. I like them. They're pretty cool. I just can't remember their names. I'll just call them Whispers in the Wind. The two very aesthetically pleasing fellas who wear the little like shoulder garment.
I know it's something. Perfect is in there.
Yeah, like the perfect structure, perfect cheekbones. I don't know, but that team seems cool. But put them in the ring against Sam. But like,
well, here's the thing: the one guy got a shoulder injury
from Ridge Holland.
Yeah.
Now look, is Ridge Holland a safe wrestler? Probably. Did he accidentally hurt 3 people? Yeah. But they were accidents, so I mean, it is wrestling. What can you do?
Well, that's kind of a problem. You're not supposed to have accidents while wrestling. That's kind of what makes you a shit wrestler, a dangerous worker.
Okay, so the Big E one was fucking tragic. The new one, there was an over rotation, but it was, I don't know. Look, someone maybe here's my advice to Ridge Holland. Slow down just a twinge. Every day when you're working on them biceps and triceps, maybe cut out 10 reps. You're a little too strong right now.
You're throwing them just slightly too far.
You're just doing a little too much, but
yeah.
Nonetheless,
I get what you're talking about because other than maybe the Street Profits or the Usos winning it back, but although that's not going to happen anytime soon, not while they're in the feud with the Bloodline,
right?
Not I say the Bloodline, but barely. Imperium. Man, well, here's the thing: it's not going to be Gunther. So Imperium's all right, but like I mean, Gunther's
Da Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser. I like how Samantha Irwin says that when she does the names and she announces them. If you notice, some wrestlers have more of a different type of announcement name, and she does Imperium differently than she does others. She does Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green differently, especially Chelsea Green. That's pretty cool. Anyways, enough about wrestling announcers.
Well, here's the thing about Sami Zayn and KO though.
Yeah,
like they're both like main eventers.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They won the tag team titles from the Usos, and that was good. Now make a tag team, build up a tag team, get another tag team hot. So now we get more hot tag team matches. I mean, think about it. Night 1 of WrestleMania, that was the main event, was a tag match. Night 1 of WrestleMania, the main event was a tag
but the problem is
stakes.
The only 2 people who make sense in that scenario, the only 2 tag teams are the Usos and Sami Zayn and KO. Well, there's no other tag team where I'm sitting here like I have to see them against Sami Zayn and KO, and the fact that Sami Zayn and KO can't elevate this by themselves is proof that the tag team locker room is kind of shit. I mean, Street Profits are good, and I wouldn't mind them putting it on them. But behind them, I'm just looking at it and I'm like, who? Who?
Yeah, and that's I don't know, but you have to build up the teams you have, right? So if you have the Street
Yeah, but
Profits,
they've
you got to
but
build them up.
oh, I'm
Got to
sorry.
build
Go
up.
ahead.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is you whatever teams you have to build them up. I mean, remember when Gunther first won the Intercontinental title, right? That it was a big moment, but now a year later, it looks like it's like incredible because his matches have gone on to this next level, right? So they built not only did they build up Gunther, but they built up Sheamus, they built up Drew McIntyre, all guys he's faced along the journey. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens can obviously they can whoever they work with they can make a great storyline, but the other team needs to come in with some momentum, right? So maybe give like build somebody up, pick one. Like if you're WWE, pick someone, say, hey, okay, Street Profits, let the Street Profits get a bunch of big victories, let them go toe to toe with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and prove that maybe on a different night they win that match, and then you have a rivalry. Or you build it up, and actually have them take the titles off them, forcing Zayn and Owens to up their game. So, like, there's a way to do it. Like when they wrestled Solo, and the Street Profits, excuse me, like Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns, right? Like if they were to go up against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, that'd be epic, right? Like something like that. You have to build this, right? But you have to give them someone too. They can't dance by themselves. So
They can, but they look crazy.
yeah, exactly.
Now I got Sami Zayn and KO doing like the waltz together, like in my head. Anyways, so yeah, the point is they need to build up the tag teams. They aren't really doing much with KO and Sammy, but the point is, how are they supposed to when you don't have any tag teams to really do shit with?
Well, yeah, and that was kind of the problem, was because they were involved in the whole bloodline storyline, so that also ate up their opportunity to work matches with others. And now that they're sort of removed from that, now they're in a space where they can focus on other teams. But the other teams need to be given momentum, to make it viable. Because
Yeah.
if you could just look at the paper and go, oh yeah, Owens and Zayn are going to win that, well, then that match is not that interesting because you already know there's no way that the result could go the other, the other way. So,
Yeah.
but they have to build up a team. I mean, it's funny. Sometimes I listen to people who probably, I would say, were born in the very early 2000s or late 90s, and sometimes they talk about like, oh, teams like Demolition and Legion of Doom and the Rockers and the Hart Foundation, these like very like classic Hall of Fame level tag teams. They were all built up. The Steiner brothers, they were all built up. They all were given tons of victories and tons of momentum. So when they did wrestle each other, it felt like a huge fucking occasion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens need a partner to dance with that is viable. So I don't wouldn't say their title reign's been wasted because we're only 4 months from WrestleMania. It's only been 4 months. March, so April, May, June. We're in July. So yeah, it's only been 4 months since WrestleMania. So it's not wasted, but it needs to get back to being defended against teams and viable teams. If you're pulling up, oh hey, the Viking Raiders, oh there's no chance Viking Raiders win, right?
No.
You know what I mean? But I can see the tag belts changing hands, not at a pay-per-view. The weekend before SummerSlam in 1994, I believe, Shawn Michaels and Diesel beat the Head Shrinkers for the WWF at the time tag team titles at a house show.
Yeah.
And then the very next week they showed up to SummerSlam. Oh no, I think it was the next day. I think this was Saturday. And a few days later they showed up to SummerSlam And I remember Kevin Nash or Diesel was wrestling Razor Ramon. Razor Ramon had Walter Payton in his corner, and obviously Shawn was in Diesel's corner. But all of a sudden, the telecast, there they are, and Shawn's holding the tag title, and so is Diesel. So I mean, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. My point is, you could build this up, and you could build it up really quickly, and you can have a team like the Street Profits, who maybe are do a title run. And I'm not saying they're do a title run just because, just give anyone a belt, but that might be what gets them to the next level. Or give them that rub, give them the chance to go toe-to-toe with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And maybe they come out, they lose, and it's just a heartbreaking loss, and then they split up, right? Like, you could do so much with it, but you have to build the other team. That's all.
All right, so let's move along.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. He's going to say Kevin Nash, but anyways.
I was going to say Kevin Nash. We'll be talking more about him later. But like Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes, they had a bit of a decent segment on Raw. Yep. I personally think it could have been better.
Why do you think it could have been better?
Because they had Cody Rhodes' mother. They had, I'm assuming, a brother. Who was the guy that was next to the mother?
Oh yeah, I like his younger. Oh, like yeah, I forget.
I think it might be a brother or some family member.
Cousin Rhodes.
Cousin, maybe, I don't know. Like, because I think that they could have done something to make Cody's anger seem more viable.
Right.
Like, you know how I'm assuming everyone watched what happens, but
what happened? Alert, by the way, for those of you.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Cody Rhodes came out, called out. He went and said hi to his mom and whatever family member. Like, what I was thinking was, like, because here's what happened. Like, he got to the end of his little speech, and then Brock Lesnar's music hits, and he starts walking down, getting ready for Brock Lesnar. Brock doesn't come out.
Right.
Then after a while, Brock Lesnar's music hits again, and Cody Rhodes does. I don't know why he does that weird walk, but he did that weird walk. Yeah, that weird walk.
Because he means business. God damn it, Dominic.
So he
did business.
He did his business walk and walked his ass over behind the thing and got attacked by Brock Lesnar and dragged out and
fell for the oldest trick in the book.
Yeah. So here's what I think should have happened. Brock lures him in the back just like he did, but instead of him being back there, he comes through the crowd and takes the brother, cousin, whatever, F5s him. And then as Cody Rhodes is coming back, he's about to F5 the mother. Now think about it. Think about how crazy would that have been, and how much reason would that give Cody Rhodes to beat the ever-loving shit out of Brock Lesnar and take it to the next level? You gotta admit that would have been like that. That should have been the way it went.
That would be. I like that. I also could imagine Cody coming back down the aisle.
Dude, I don't get what I don't get that walk, dude. Like, I know he's trying to be serious, but that's the least serious thing you can do. I mean,
he's just trying his fucking hardest, man.
It seems like how a 5-year-old would walk when he's really, really pissed.
Brock, you bitch, you've done it now.
I'm gonna tell my mommy on you.
And Brock was like, I'm gonna beat your ass for your silly walk. And just beat the fuck out of him.
I'm gonna break your leg so you walk funnier. Oh, man. I feel bad because Zach Gowen is sitting at home like, at least he can walk, motherfucker.
Why'd you have to go bring up? Why'd you have to go bring up?
Stumpy?
Yeah, well, poor Zach. Man, and by the way, he has a history with Brock Lesnar. He had one leg, and they thought, okay, let's put him in a segment with Brock. This will end well. Brock nearly murdered a handicapped person on national television. Poor Zach. I feel bad for him. Like, what in the fuck?
Part of me is like, why hasn't someone used his fake leg to beat him with?
The other part of me is like, who thought this was great booking? How's Zach Gowen getting over by being murdered by Brock Lesnar? And like Brock's, like, no offense, but Brock is built like a fucking machine, and Zach Gowen
is built like a one-legged man.
A very thin one-legged man at that.
He's built like a pole.
So
literally, he doesn't have 2 legs.
We knew that. I'm just laughing at the absurdity. I think you're laughing at the handicap.
Kinda.
Stop. No.
Well,
I'm sorry you had to hear.
Hey, you were talking about ball AIDS before. I'm not. Mine isn't even that bad.
Yeah, but that's on me. Zach Gowen, you don't got control over what body parts don't grow or grow. You don't know.
You don't know. Maybe like him losing his leg was his fault. You know how they say, like, you know how your parents used to say, like, you jack off too much, it'll fall off. Maybe he rubbed his leg too much. I don't know. Maybe he jacked off so much that God was like, no, your dick isn't big enough. I'm gonna take your fucking whole leg.
Jesus Christ. Well, thank God stopped counting because I got all my limbs. So,
anyways, dude, if that were true, you'd literally just be a torso with a head. I mean, I don't know how much of that office building you've jizzed on, but don't ever take a black light. Because it'll glow like a fucking a fantasy cave, just illuminated with goo.
Yeah, like what you could buy at Spencer's in the old days. I don't even know if
you can buy it in the back of Spencer's in the alleyways and Spencer's in the old days.
And all this happened because you brought up Zach Gowen.
Oh, sure. Blame it on me. It has nothing to do with you.
No, I'm just saying Brock Lesnar and like that angle did not get Zach Gowen over, and it just made Brock look like a dick because he beat the dog shit out of a defenseless man.
So yeah, it made Brock Lesnar look like a dick, and he can now like donate that dick to Zach Gowen to use for a leg. Because it's Brock fucking Lesnar. If his shit is proportionate in any way, that shit's got to be like a fucking third leg. I'm just saying.
Monster dong. Oh, fuck! Cody's gonna go back there and make sure he kicks it.
And then he gets slapjacked with a fucking dick in the face.
I think we're gonna get monetized soon.
Sure we are.
YouTube, hit me up, bro. Let's do some business.
Anyways, moving along because we're gonna keep losing our shit if we don't fucking move along. LA Knight I told you we were gonna get back to Kevin Nash. LA Knight was had a little issue with Kevin, or more precise, Kevin Nash had a little issue with LA Knight. He said that LA Knight was biting off of The Rock
and Stone Cold.
Yeah, and Stone Cold. And I think it was mostly The Rock, but I think he did mention Stone Cold as well. But like, I'm just sitting here like, what wrestlers nowadays don't bite off of anybody? That's a ridiculous statement to me.
Yeah, look, I because I listened to click this Kevin Nash podcast, right, with Sean Oliver. Excuse me, burp. But yeah, so I heard his comments both last week and last 2 weeks, and they're more about like just like, look, Kevin Nash made the comment. He didn't know really who LA Knight was. That
Dude,
was
I'm
fair.
more pissed about that than the fucking actual comments.
Yeah, but here's the thing: Nash only watches Raw. He don't watch SmackDown. So
then, if you don't know who the wrestler is, there's this magical thing you can do. It's called shutting your fucking mouth. Why is he throwing his 2 cents on a wrestler he knows nothing about?
Well, maybe that's the reason.
He's just mimicking the Rock and Stone Cold. No, he's fucking not.
Oh, he did see that.
Did the Rock go, yeah?
No, but Stone Cold said, hell yeah.
He said, yeah. Hell yeah. He didn't go, yeah? That's by far the worst fucking LA Knight impersonation ever known to man. Yeah. Whatever.
Look, I like LA Knight, but Nash is entitled to his opinion. He put it on his podcast. The people that trip, which I get, is everyone's entitled to it, right? I don't know. Will you listen? The ones that are tripping, you listen to his podcast. So
I didn't. I read an article about it.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That a lot of people, that's where they heard it was from his podcast. So what are they tripping about? And just because a wrestler doesn't like one wrestler, and it happens to be one of your favorite guys, it's par for the course. My favorite wrestler was very unliked by most of the boys
because he was a huge douchebag.
Apparently so, but still my favorite, right? But that's just how it is. So not everyone's gonna like you in this world of ours. So I think LA Knight's cool. I disagree with Nash in terms of I think LA Knight is over, or at least the crowd makes it seem like he's over, so he's over. But Kevin Nash also say he doesn't watch SmackDown, so he's not going to be exposed to that. He's only exposed to what he sees on Raw, and Raw is the flagship show of the WWE. So I can understand that. So to me, it's much ado about nothing. Yeah,
dude. Again, I'm gonna say, if he doesn't know the wrestler, shut your fucking mouth.
Oh,
tie your little gray-haired ponytail back and talk about something you actually know.
He's in Nash. If you need a jackknife,
I will. You know something he could talk about that he knows? Being an arrogant fuck. How about that? He is such an arrogant motherfucker. Like, even when he apologized, you could tell he was like, I'm just doing this so that people stop tweeting me.
Who cares? So what? Like, do you really care, or does it change your opinion on LA Knight?
No, it doesn't change my opinion. It changes my opinion on fucking Kevin Nash.
No,
I think he's more of a douche. And that's saying something. I thought he was a douche for a while. He gives off this whole arrogant vibe that I just do not like.
Oh, see, there you go. Yeah, he does give off a bit of an arrogant vibe, but
I mean, to be fair, LA Knight gives off a bit of an but that's his character. I'm talking Kevin Nash gives off a arrogant vibe in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, and I think you would agree, it's to each their own.
No. It's my way or the highway, and Kevin way.
Nash.
Nash is douche.
Well, and if you ever want a powerbomb down Mr. Kevin Nash, just
Kevin Nash doesn't know who the fuck we are.
This is true.
And he never will.
DM, and I will get you this guy on a silver platter. But I'll like an 8x10.
I don't know, dude. I'm a biggin, so he might have a little bit of a hard time now.
I mean, he jackknifed the Giant. I seen it.
Yeah, that was a while ago. Nowadays, he's sedentary. He's been sitting down doing his podcast. I don't know if he could do it. I just don't know. And no,
set that up.
Oh no! How? We don't know him.
Well, if
no one
it's
listens to this podcast.
anyways, I know,
When we
right?
get big, then maybe he'll
Yes,
give a
make
shit.
this clip go
Because
viral.
he's an arrogant fuck, and he only cares about you if you're fucking over, and you can get him something because he's an arrogant fuck.
Well, tell you what, everyone blows up virally, so I could connect Kevin Nash and Dom Mystic, and we could see an incredible ass power bomb. And Dom Mystic's willing to take this power bomb on the front yard of his house. He doesn't even need a ring. He's that tough. I'm so proud of you, Dom Mystic.
I don't remember agreeing to that, but I will say this: if Kevin Nash wants a match, as long as I can use any weapon I want, any weapon, not just the ones you normally see in a
I know what he's talking
ring.
about.
I'm not saying that I'd shoot him.
That's okay.
But I'm implying it heavily. No, I wouldn't kill him, just kneecap him. You know, he's big. That's the same as like fucking ending the match.
And now we have gone and we've threatened another human being.
I did not threaten him. I gave a very 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 out there idea that would never happen in real life.
Yeah. God. All right, this is gone.
Let's do a Glock on a pole. The only thing is the pole is greased out. And I have a stepladder. How about that? I like that idea.
Hey, but remember, I've seen it with my own eyes. Kevin Nash took Mad Dog Vachon his leg off in a match against Shawn Michaels at an In Your House, and he hit Shawn Michaels with Vachon's prosthetic leg. And I connect that back to Zach Gowen.
Dude, why are we still shitting on Zach Gowen?
No, we're not shitting. We're just saying that for the leg he's missing, the prosthetic piece has been used on WWE television. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, dude, let's be honest. If it was Kevin Nash, he wouldn't even need to use the prosthetic. He just used Zach Gowen as a weapon. Just beat the other person.
He's beating them with a band.
Anyways, we gotta keep moving. Keep moving. As much fun as this is, we gotta keep moving. It's still on LA Knight. There was I forget the guy's name, but he did an article about LA Knight possibly getting the rub from the Stone Cold Steve Austin rub, kind of like what KO got.
Yeah,
and I can see it. Austin. I could see it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. This is only if you don't want to put a belt on him, which I do fear that WWE might not want to put a belt on him, because if not, why wouldn't you just have him win Money in the Bank, you know?
I think they are, because he threatened Austin Theory and told him he was explicitly coming for the belt. I think they are.
Well, to be fair, who hasn't threatened Austin Theory? And he hasn't, and Austin Theory hasn't done anything with the belt, so hopefully he does. But I would much rather see LA Knight with that belt on. He could do so much more with it.
Oh, he could,
dude. And you know, Kevin Nash may say that he mimics The Rock, but the truth is, he is excellent on the mic.
He is excellent on the mic, and I can see the comparisons because it is similar, but it's different. He's different than Rocky, and he's different than old Steve-O.
And let's be honest, like every wrestler, whether they're good or bad, has been inspired by other wrestlers.
Yeah, of course. Shawn Michaels with Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan with oh god, I just forgot his name.
Oh no, some racist guy.
Yeah, no, Hulk Hogan was a racist guy. I don't know if.
Yeah, he was in. Well, if you're a racist guy, you.
Oh my god!
Probably are inspired by other racist guys.
Harley Race. There you go. Harley Race inspired him. He literally jacked the look. Macho Man was inspired by. Macho Man was inspired by Slim Jim to get even crazier because he had snap into it.
Oh man, dude, I actually heard him talk regularly once.
Is it different?
It's a little bit different, and
Yeah.
I mean it's close, but the psychoticness is not there.
Well,
Like,
good, because there's a real funny promo where speaking another psychotic promo, Ultimate Warrior, he's wrapping his Survivor Series team in athletic tape, but he's taping them together. It's ridiculous. So yeah, and Macho Man was along those lines too. Ooh, yeah, and then he would say some whacked out shit. Maybe he was high on coke. I don't know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he was on drugs for some of it, right? I don't know what drugs, but they must have been pretty damn good. I mean,
probably steroids.
Oh, steroids, roid rage.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's roid rage, but I'd assume he was on a regimen. I mean,
I think at that time most wrestlers were probably
at that time,
juiced up because I mean at that time WWE didn't give a flying fiddler's fuck if they were roided
up. It was the land of the giants.
So and now they gotta pretend that they actually give a shit. They don't give a shit.
I think they do give a shit, but
listen, if they didn't have to like look good because they're PG now, they would not give a shit. But yeah, like I was saying, LA Knight, like I could see him getting the Stone Cold rub, but if he's gonna get a belt, I don't think it happens.
Yeah, and look, I don't know how good the rub really works for you. Kevin Owens was pretty over by the time he wrestled Stone Cold. Yeah. I'm not saying that it hurt him to wrestle Stone Cold, but I am saying it's not like the rub is just doing all the legwork itself. It has to be the person getting the rub has to be.
Yeah, and I'm not sure right now, like him. I actually think that him fighting Stone Cold might actually be a bad thing.
Yeah, because
here's the thing:
what Nash said.
Well, no. My thing is, he doesn't. People don't want to see LA Knight as a bad guy right now, which is why they want to see him as a face. And if you're fighting Stone Cold,
you have to be a heel.
Yeah, like it's kind of like the whole Rock versus Hogan thing. Nobody wanted to like boo Hogan, so they kind of had to make a fly adjustment.
Yeah, exactly.
Adjustment on the fly. I don't know what I said there, but like, yes, a fly adjustment. Had to zip it up, but like, they had to make an adjustment on the fly and kind of make Rock into the heel mid-match. We don't want to see something like that happen to LA Knight because if anything, that would like slow his momentum.
Yeah, and by the way, look, you're not gonna bring Stone Cold out at a random ass SummerSlam, I don't think. So that would have to
SummerSlam is still one of the two big ones,
right? But if you're bringing, but that's not the one where you bring back an old legend just for a swan song. I would do that at Mania, right?
Well, I mean, if you're bringing them back every WrestleMania, it's not really a swan song.
That's true.
But
sure.
Yeah. Okay, we got one more. Let's end it out with Logan Paul.
Let's end it out with Logan Paul, baby.
Yeah, because oh my god, dude. So for people who actually watch this this podcast, you should know by now that one of us hates Logan Paul with a passion. I seriously want him to get hurt. Like he's the only wrestler
the karma is off.
One of us is a little Logan Paul fanboy who would have probably bought fucking crypto if he had any money from him.
No, the only reason I don't buy crypto is because I don't believe in that shit. I only believe in like money that's fucking tangible that I can fit my greedy little hands.
Oh, really? You don't like credit cards?
I don't like them. I use them, but I don't like them. And my credit score, I don't give two fucking shits about that. It's a made up thing. It's just it's a ratio because it's probability, right? However, everyone is like acts like it's this holy number, and they're like, oh, you could lower your credit score by checking it. So you're telling me by like literally looking at what my number is to see how good or how not good I'm doing, I could lower my credit score if I do it too frequently. So
I think that's a myth, but
that's so stupid because it's like you want me to monitor this fucking thing so it's acceptable, but yet you penalize me for looking at the data.
The point is, one of us
true.
dislikes Logan Paul, and one of us
Yeah,
is a little
like,
fangirl over here. Or, damn it, over here. I keep forgetting that it's that it like flips it. Over here, there's a little fangirl who.
I'm not that big of a fangirl, to be totally frank.
I think you
I
are.
enjoy Paul in the Ring, and I listen to his podcast when he interviews a wrestler.
Things in the ring.
Yeah, but if it's not a wrestler, like if it's not wrestling orientated, like I don't follow him on Twitter or Instagram or anything like that. I don't buy his fights on pay-per-view.
The point is, like, one of us likes him a little bit.
I don't hate him.
And whether you like him or you hate him, I do think his first win is coming soon because he's going to be fighting Ricochet. And the fact of the matter is, Ricochet
doesn't win.
Ricochet just isn't as big a draw as Logan Paul. It makes sense to make him the first win. Like, it wouldn't have made sense to give Logan Paul like Royal Rumble because everyone's going to know he's not going to win the belt.
Yeah.
It would have made sense to give him Money in the Bank because again, he's just not around enough to actually make money, make using the briefcase plausible. So this is one of those ones where I'm looking at it. Other than this, the only other one was where he was fighting the Miz.
Yeah.
And like those were, he already lost to the Miz, so I don't think they're gonna have him lose to Ricochet. I think he's finally gonna get his first win. I'm still gonna boo him. I mean, I'm not gonna be at the event, but I'm just gonna be booing at my screen. But I'm be happily doing it because I hate that motherfucker. He's shit.
Okay.
And he is the Bill Goldberg of fucking cryptocurrency. Yes, I'm still saying that. I hate Bill Goldberg too. He ended the career of one of my favorite wrestlers. But the point is, I do think that Logan Paul is going to get his first win, and I still hate him.
We should end it on that note. I'm gonna go ahead.
I should get that on a T-shirt. Logan Paul may get his first win, but I still hate him.
Hey, probably so.
Your cryptocurrency, Logan Paul. You suck at that too. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week. Peace out.
Peace. Get a Prime.
Don't get a Prime. Fuck Prime too.